Anthropic just released a plugin with 31 skills specific to small business owners, and in this video, I'm gonna break it down. I've been testing these since they released, and some of these have honestly shocked me at how much they can actually do. So in this video, I'm gonna explain what a skill is, show you the ones that I found are the most useful, and even show you how these can work across some of the apps that you might be using every single day. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Brock Messerich. I teach non-technical people every single day how to use Claude, and specifically Claude Cowork, and I've tested out hundreds of different skills at this point. So without further ado, let's dive right into this. All right, so let's quickly talk about the structure of this. So inside of this small business plugin, we have 31 different skills across tons of different applications we could begin using inside of Claude Cowork, and we can access all of them directly inside of the Claude desktop app. So instead of us needing to go on Slack or Gmail or Stripe or QuickBooks, basically all these apps that we use throughout our business, we can now install this plugin pack and run all these skills. Real quick, I do want to preface and say that 31 skills is a lot. And even if you are a small business owner, odds are you're probably not going to use like even a quarter of these. But in this video, I'm going to show you what's possible with Claude and specifically Cowork when you create skills around the different apps that you use on a day-to-day basis. This is a really good starting point for 99% of people to really begin to see what's possible with Claude. But of course, you might not use the specific apps that are specific to this plugin. All right, so first things first, we need to make sure we have the Claude desktop app downloaded. There will be a link in the description to download it right here. Make sure to download it for Mac or Windows, whatever device you're running, and then we'll go from there. Next, once you have that downloaded onto your computer, this is what our app is going to look like. First, we have this chat interface. This is where we're going to use Claude chat mode. This is not Claude Cowork like we're going to focus on in this video. And in order to access Claude Cowork, up here on the left-hand sidebar, you can see chat mode. We want to click on this little checklist, and this is how we access Cowork. So if you've never used this before, let me give you a quick rundown on how this works. We are working inside of a desktop folder on our computer. So if you don't already have a pre-existing folder connected, click on choose a different folder. Either you could open one that you already have, or you could create a new folder that we could begin working inside of. And then once we have that connected, on the left-hand side, you're going to see all of our previous tasks that we have running. You probably wouldn't have any, obviously, if you are new to this. And what we want to focus on in order to download this plugin is we want to go over to customize on the left-hand side. Once we are inside of here, we'll see a couple of different things. We're going to see skills, we're going to see connectors, and then personal plugins. So we want to click on this plus button here. And what we're going to do is click on browse plugins. And right here is basically an array and a list of different plugins that Anthropic and different partners have created on behalf of them. So if we take a look at some of these, you can notice that some of these actually are created by different companies. So we have a Figma plugin, we have a Zoom plugin, we have a plugin for Adobe. Basically a bunch of different applications and companies that are, bigger are partnering with Claude in order to give you certain skills to perform different actions across those different apps. If you've never used plugins before, they're super helpful. You could go ahead and download any of the ones that Anthropic already has. So we have some for productivity, we have another one for design, we have one for marketing, as well as for legal. So what I'm going to focus on now is the small business plugin that they just created. So if I scroll down, we can now see this right here. It says small business, and it already has 423,000 downloads. So we're just going to click on this. And the first thing that we're going to notice is there's 31 different skills here. And I'm going to break down some of these in this video, but here's a quick rundown on some of them. So we have our business pulse, we have our call list, we have Canva creator, contract review, CRM cleanup. This is just a bunch of different workflows, so to say, that are directly inside of this plugin for us to install. On top of that, we have our connectors. So these are all of the different apps that are, we're going to be working inside of. So we have one for QuickBooks, PayPal, HubSpot, Stripe. Basically, any of the different apps that small business owners are probably going to be using will be connected here. And it looks like we only have 12. So, there are probably going to be some that you'll need to connect yourself. So in order for you to download this, you're just going to click on download. I already have this installed. It's as simple as that. And then in order to find them inside of Claude, you will see it in your personal plugins. I have a bunch here, so don't mind me. It's pretty messy. But as you can see right here, we have a small business plugin. I could click on it. That's going to pull up all these different skills. I could see the description of this. And now we could begin breaking down each of these. All right, so the first concept you need to understand if you've never used Claude before is what is a skill? So let me break that down right now extremely simply. So how a skill works is you give it a name, a description, and specific instructions on a specific workflow inside of your business. This is a great visual of what this actually looks like. We have our instructions, our descriptions, and the name of that skill. And when you want to run that specific workflow, all you have to do is say a keyword or that skill name, and it will go and run this for you automatically. And once we build out a directory of a bunch of different skills inside of Claude, we could then run these on autopilot just by saying something like slide generator. It pulls up that specific set of instructions, which is a very detailed prompt, and will do that task for us. Here is just an example of a couple of different skills that we have directly inside of our system that you could actually load at any time. Next up, we have something called plugins, which is what this video is about. This video is about the small business plugin that Anthropic gave us. And to explain this very simply, because a lot of people in my community get confused about what a plugin is, this is basically just a bundle of different skills that makes it really easy for you to upload them into your system or share with your team or somebody that you want to share them with. The first skill that I'm going to demo in this video and break down is called the Business Pulse skill. So let's talk about this now. If you want to see the exact structure of the Business Pulse skill, you could come here and look at this. As you can see right here, I can basically see all of the steps on the different apps that it's using, the output style. All this stuff is directly inside of this markdown file stored inside of our skill pack. But I created this visual to break this down a little bit more so you can understand it hopefully a little bit better. So we have all of our connectors, which are different apps that we connect. So QuickBooks, Stripe, PayPal, and Square. We have HubSpot, which is our CRM, Google Calendar, Gmail, and Slack, and Microsoft Teams. These connectors right here is where we're going to be pulling information from in order to get a sense of everything that's going on in our business, hence why this is called the Business Pulse skill. Then this is what the workflow is going to do. We're going to have a parallel pull. So that is going to pull from all of these different apps in parallel at the exact same time in order to get any context that we need. Then it's going to break down our specific metrics that it specifies inside of the skill. Then what it's going to do is actually flag different risks that we need to be proactive about. And I'm going to show you a demo of this, but it's going to break down like how much money a client owes and if I've ever had any problems with that specific client taking a while to pay. Then it's going to automatically post in a couple of different sources a breakdown of this. It could post inside of a Slack thread, stall the deal inside of my HubSpot CRM, and pick the number one priority that we need to focus on. Then next up, we're going to get a one-page pulse directly inside of Claude, breaking down the TLDR of what's going on inside of our business, the number one priority that we have today, give me a rundown on the cash and finance part of my business, break down the things in the pipeline, and recommended actions. All right, so as you can see here, I ran the Business Pulse skill directly inside of Claude Cowork, and here is the output that it gave me. So first of all, on the right-hand side, you can now see that we have this context from these different applications. We have QuickBooks, Stripe, Google Calendar, Gmail, and Slack. These are all the apps that it was going and pulling information from in order to run this skill. So here we are. We have a quick breakdown. It says Friday Business Pulse. It gives me a TLDR. It says sponsorship inbox is on fire, giving me a breakdown on my back-to-back meetings that start in 2.5 hours, etc. Then it even shows my number one priority on my email inbox. It shows my Google Calendar over the next couple of days. And then it even shows me my revenue in cash snapshot because it's pulling this information from QuickBooks, which is connected to my bank account in order to see every single financial payment that is coming in every single day and every single week. And then at the bottom of this, it shows source status showing if all these different apps are working. Looks like I do need to connect Slack and HubSpot right here. And there were no, updates there because it's not connected. But this is what the Business Pulse will do. It takes all these different apps, basically runs a pulse and says, hey, what's going on inside of this business? What payments have been collected and what needs to be followed up on based on email inboxes, Google Calendar, Stripe, and QuickBooks. And you could add any of the different apps you use to this to make this Business Pulse even more tailored to you. Real quick, if you guys do want access to the 50 different skills that I've built and curated myself that I use almost every single day, they are linked in my school community. There is a link in the description to join, as well as I do have an entire course on exactly how to use Claude Cowork as a beginner to an expert. I also do weekly calls in here every single week, so you could ask me questions. We share different use cases we're finding with Claude and different AI tools. On top of all of that, I even share with you my exact Claude Cowork operating system template that I use every single day to help me run my business. Breaks down my different goals. It shows all of my different emails across my inboxes, and it even shows basically all the different agents that I'm running across my business inside of one unified dashboard. So this is another thing that's included in the school. All right, so for our next skill, this one is kind of similar because it is using QuickBooks and some of these financial apps. This one is called Invoice Chase, so let me break this down right now. So similarly to the last one, we're going to be using QuickBooks. This could also pull from PayPal if you have this connected, Stripe, and then Gmail and Apple Mail, depending on which one that you use. So what this is going to do, in a sense, is going to pull overdue receivables. So basically payments that are owed to us that have not been paid yet. It will then cross-reference the recent payments to filter if, they've paid their previous invoices. Then this is a cool part. It's going to even score each of these customers to get a sense of if they're a good payer. And then based on that, it's going to draft a tone matched reminder email for you to send based on the customer score. So let's say that they're maybe a client that hasn't paid their invoices. It's going to send a little bit more pushy follow-up email in order to make sure that they do pay this invoice. Then what it's going to do is it's going to create the draft and present it to us. There's going to be an approval gate. So that way we could approve it. And then once it's approved, it will send that email on our behalf. This is a crazy one if you really think about it. All right, so heading over to Cowork, I just typed in the command invoice chase. And what this did is ask me a couple questions. It said, which app should I use to queue the drafts? I said Gmail. Do you use Stripe for invoicing too? I can pull Stripe overdue invoices along with QuickBooks. I said yes, that this includes Stripe. How far past due should I include? If it's overdue 1 day, that means that this is overdue. Next up, what it did is it pulled up into a QuickBooks. Looks like I don't have any payments that I need to collect there. However, it did pull up some Stripe open invoices that were inside of my account. So it broke down my Stripe invoices that are open based on the customer name, the amount of the invoices, their email. It gives the read, so whether it thinks it's a good payer based on the amount of previous invoices they paid on time. And then it even gives you your action. So this one says draft gentle reminder below, and there's going to be the email below that shows this. So for example, we have this draft basically breaking down this email that we could send to our client. Then it says awaiting your call. So I just have to say whether or not I want it to send. And if I say send, it'll go and send that email on my behalf. All right, so this next skill that we have here is the job post builder. So let me show you a breakdown of what this is and then show you it live in action so you can begin using this right now. Here is the flow of this. So there's going to be 4 different inputs that we're going to give it. We're going to give it the role and level that we're hiring for, the specific compensation range that we are looking to, pay for this role, must-haves and nice-to-haves, and then a little bit of our business context. And then from there, it's going to create a brief for us. It's going to draft the job post. It's going to build the interview guide and rubric for our team to actually use in order to understand exactly how to best interview this candidate. And finally, it's going to generate an offer letter that we could send to this candidate. And then the main output here is going to be this hiring packet with 3 specific files. We're going to have a job post markdown. We're going to have an interview guide for us to use. We're going to get an offer letter document. And then the optional next step, and this is a really crazy part, is we could have it automatically upload this to DocuSign and send it to this person's email in order for them to sign this onboarding offer letter. All right, so to see this live in action, I just sent over this / command job post builder. And what it did is it gave me this form to fill out. I went ahead and filled it out. So it's basically asking a couple of different questions. What's the role title? I said content strategist. Which team is this for and who do they report to? And I answered they report to me. What are the 3 to 5 key things this person does day to day? I basically broke down everything content strategist related that they would be doing, must-have qualifications, compensation range, interview process structure, etc. And basically I also specified how do we want the offer letter delivered. Gave me the option to use DocuSign if I have that in order to automatically craft this document to send to them on autopilot. So if you do use DocuSign, this integrates directly with that. However, I personally do not use it. So I basically said, just give me an output of a Word doc. And then here's the final output here. We got this document right here with the job posting for me to, make a post about. This is a pretty detailed, document here, just kind of laying out all the things that we talked about in that form that it gave me. Next up, we have another output. We have our content strategist interview guide. So this will, be something I could either hand off to my team in order for them to interview this candidate or something I can use in order to prep for the interview. So basically it breaks down the role summary, interview stage map, different stages, entry call, warm up, etc. Just to give you a sense of all right, how should this look when I go about interviewing these people in order to get the best candidates possible. Then lastly, we have the content strategist engagement letter, another document that I can open. And again, these all live inside of the folders on our computer that we, specified that we're working inside of. So here is the independent contractor engagement letter. Basically breaks down all of the main details. It shows the scope of service, the specific compensation that we laid out when we filled out that form, shows intellectual property and confidentiality, all these different things. So from this one single command, we now get these 3 outputs. And again, we could automatically have them draft a document to be signed on DocuSign and even send them the email. And that is the power of this job post builder skill. All right, so probably the overarching theme of this video is that Claude is incredibly powerful with the specific skills that either you could create or that Anthropic gives you with this small business plugin. But this is all due to the fact that you can use connect connectors directly inside of Claude. So you could connect your calendar, apps like Stripe, Gmail, Slack, Notion, basically any of these apps you use, you can now create skills to do things across those apps. And that is where this gets incredibly powerful. All right, so now I'm going to show you exactly how you can begin connecting these different apps. So that way we could run our skills across them. And this small business plugin can actually be useful. So you could use things like DocuSign, QuickBooks, Stripe, Gmail, kind of any of these apps you use on a day-to-day basis. So on the left-hand side, we want to focus on this customize button. This is where we are going to find connectors. And directly under skills, we will see this connectors icon. We're going to select that. And from here, I have a couple that are pre-configured and set up myself. So let me show you exactly now how you could set some up yourself as well. So you're going to click on plus, click on browse connectors. And from here, we have countless amounts of different apps that we could use. So we could use Canva, Microsoft 365, Figma, Notion, kind of any of these tools we could automatically connect to. And in order to connect them, all we have to do is click on this plus button. It's going to take us to that web app and we just need to grant access. And now you can see that I actually have Expedia directly connected to Claude. Yes, there are quite a few different connectors we can, directly integrate into Claude right here that Anthropic gives us. There's honestly at this point like a couple of hundred different connectors, but if there is an app that you cannot connect to, odds are using something like the Zapier MCP might solve this problem for you. So let me break down how to set this up extremely simply. So first of all, you'll come to zapier.com/MCP. And guys, this is only necessary if there is an app that Claude doesn't natively integrate with. Next, what you could do is just click on new MCP server and you're going to select Claude Cowork. And you can see I personally have a couple of these different tools configured, some of these of which, Claude doesn't directly integrate with, like SynthFlow, for example. And in order to add specific apps you want to add, just click on add connectors. And let's say I want to add School, for example, because School does not have a direct connector inside of Claude. I just click on this, click on select all tools, click on add tool, and then we will now see this directly inside of this MCP server. Now, in order to basically bridge this gap between Claude, we'll just click on connect, click add to Claude, click this connect button, and now we'll have access to this. Now, once this is connected, we'll see Zapier right here in our list. And basically now here are all the different things that it could do. It could use ClickUp, it could use Google Docs, it could use School and actually do things across that app. Again, guys, you don't need to use this, but this is a hack that will help you if there is an app you want to connect to that Claude doesn't connect to, because Zapier does allow you to connect to 8,000 plus different apps. All right, guys, if you guys got some value from this, leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more free content like this that I'm posting every single week. If you guys want to dive a bit deeper, make sure to join my School community. Otherwise, if you want to continue with the free content that I put out on YouTube, just subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for staying to the end. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.